Good morning, everybody. So today I'm going to discuss one of the GTO tasks, that is group planning exercise. As the name shows, it's a group task in which you are posed to multiple problems. You have to find a solution, discuss it, and come to a final consensus. The purpose of GPE is to check multiple OLQs. What is your reasoning ability? How your intelligence works, that is effective intelligence, how you perform in the group, that is ability to influence in the group, that is it, your AIG. Fourth is the factor 2, that is various adjustment and adaptability issues in the group. When you join forces, what happens is you are posed to multiple challenges simultaneously. So you need to assess, you need to prioritize, and you need to sort out what to do, what resources to be applied, what person, what human resource is required, how to deploy your troops, and so on and so forth. So basically, they look for your quick thinking. That is, you think, you make a decision on the basis of your experiences. You prioritize. How do you? There are 4-5 problems in which you just prioritize what are important, what is the most important thing to do, then the next, and then so on and so forth. You have your practical solutions. It should not be futuristic. It should not sounds like which is very fantasizing. It should be very realistic. For example, when you prioritize what you should do, first thing is you should see where there is a life directly involved. Second thing is life indirectly involved. And then the problem which you have a bit of time space in which you can delay it for half an hour, for 1 hour, and there will be no issues. Last comes the red herrings. This is very much important. Red herrings is something which is not as such important to do. For example, you have spotted a wolf in the jungle. Wolf in the jungle is a very natural thing. You need not to bother about that. Whereas wolf on the streets is a point to consider, is a point to worry. So this is, if you are worrying for this, it's a red herrings. Second example we can give, snake, small snake in the grass. It's not a big deal. So you need not to worry about this. In a similar fashion, second thing is, if you lost your, say, some money at your home, you left it at home itself. So it can be managed. You need not to come to the home again from the picnic spot and then again collect this. It can be managed. So you have to least prioritize the red herrings. So steps in the GPE is, you are seated in the group, you will be shown a model in which the GTO will be introducing the area, will be introducing the problems involved, and then you will be asked to look into that. So you have to focus on scale, which will ultimately tell you the distance. On the basis of it, you can think of a vehicle, you can think of resources to be deployed and time management. So you have to be careful about the scale. It is individual planning. You will be given the page which consists of various problems. You just go through it and read and recollect in the mind, and then you'll have to write the solution. You get 5-6 odd minutes to write the solution, then it will be collected and then discussion will start. You will give the individual solution, you will discuss it, and later on the basis of group solution, you will try to come at a common consensus and you will find a group solution in the last. Then GTO will ask you to choose a leader of the group who will narrate the final solution. After that, the task is over. So it consists of first reading the details individually, then writing the solution, then discussing the solution, and reaching to a final group solution. And this completes your task. So as you have prioritized the problems, now you will be looking for the resources involved, then time factor. So resources, time, and priorities. These three things will be taken care of while assessing the problems and giving the solutions. Resources consist of immovable as well as movable. So you should be very practical. You should not think about the uncertain thing. So you have to move towards certainty. What is this element of certainty? If you want a vehicle and if there is a petrol pump or some hospitals, then you can easily approach that place. You can get a vehicle, get a two-wheeler instead of taking lift. So waiting for the lift is kind of some sort of probability is there, but not certainty. So you have to move towards a certainty while assessing the problems and going towards the solution. So when you start group discussion to finalize the solution, try to demonstrate your leadership ability. You try to persuade, you try to influence the group. How will this happen? If you have assessed the problem properly, if you have written the solution properly, and now you are narrating. The thing is how you have divided the group into teams. Suppose you are a group of 10. So how you divided the resources, how you divided like 2, 3. Consider yourself as the hero of the team. You should put yourself in the tough task available so that it shows your potential to lead the team and your persuasive power. You should, in addition to that, this is very natural that your solution would not be the say the best possible solution. So you should have obviously active listening skills so that you can inculcate others' points also to your solution, so that after you make the group solution, it should look like a complete package in which it's not just your points added, it's also your group's people points should also be there. So considering all this, we are now moving to for the tips of success in GPE. First thing is you should be very calm while approaching problems. It should be like which will help us to prioritize properly. Your experiences, your skills, your effective intelligence, your reasoning ability will allow you to use the resources. When I talk of resources, it is not just immovable or movable, it is also the team members you are having. If you are having a sports person in the team, you are having academician in the team, you can use those things. So resources should be used effectively. At the same time, time should be taken care of. When I talk of time, it is nothing but going to the particular place, finding the solution, coming back, specifying people. So it is the distance which matter. So कौन सी गाड़ी यूज करी आपने, कितना समय लगा, कितना डिस्टेंस था, these things are very much important. Next thing is, as I said, certainty is very much important. Should not move towards probability, towards lottery. Go for certainty. Next is, your ideas should be practical and realistic. It should not sound very odd. Like if there is a fire, you went there, you just doused fire. It should be practical. Like what are the elements you made use of? You use sand, you use fire extinguishers. Large scale of fire cannot be handled by just people, layman. So you should call fire brigade. So you should look very practical and very realistic. So these things are there which you should be taking care of while assessing problems, prioritizing, while solution, while discussing it, while writing it, while narrating it, and finding the final group solution. So in this way, we can tackle the GPE, and so that the GTO will come across our traits and personalities of ours towards the military problems and their solutions, and so it will lead to some more good points. It will add towards the recommendations. Thank you.